And once again, I want to go back to the AA topic. If AA has statistically saved a lot of people's lives, and I am not here to knock AA. I am not here to say it's not a program that doesn't work, because there's still some tools that I use to this day, including the steps, how you should live your lifestyle. Um, I got a lot of positivity out of it, but there is some people that treat the program a little bit the wrong way. And I feel as though that causes their relapses. And like I said, if somebody has a drink, like, I mean, so if you decide to wake up one day and you're quote unquote labeled an alcoholic, and you have a beer and you go to bed, they're going to say, okay, well, you did it that day, but eventually you're going to go back to what it is where you were at. Eventually, if one beer turns into a week from now two, and then you're drinking 3 days a week, then you're drinking 4 days a week, and then they talk about that. But that's going against step 3 or 4. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but I think it's step 3 or 4 of the Alcoholic Anonymous book, which is you cannot be the director and the actor in the movie of your life, meaning that you cannot play God in the acting person. So who are they to predict to you if you're going to take it to that extreme? Maybe statistically, because of people not getting to the core of the problem, what is really making them drink to that excess? What is really, like, maybe they might be working in that warehouse job that took, and there's nothing wrong with that. The wheels got to spin in the world, and everybody has their place. But if you have that guy that right out of high school got into a warehouse job because it was a decently above average, above minimal wage hourly job, and took the safe route, but every day for 30 years hates going to that fucking 9 to 5, he's going to internally be miserable with himself. And that's why he comes home and drinks a case of beer every night.
Yes.
If he would get the chance to step up to the plate and be like, I'm done with this, I'm going to take a risk for once in my life, I'm going to step up, I'm going to do what I got to do what I want to do, to be passionate about my life, be happy with my life, and make those sacrifices, rather than just curl up in a ball and becoming complacent because it's the safe route to take. But internally you're miserable. It all comes where you're at mentally and where you're at internally. I don't care what anybody says. And I mean, I could be wrong. I don't have no PhD. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't specialize in drugs and alcohol counseling. All I know is I know what worked for me. And if it works for me, who is anybody else to criticize it?
Yeah, I mean, you hit on a real important part. Again, it goes back to, like, if you take that example, the guy in the warehouse job who hates his life, there's two things that I pull away from that. It's one, again, he has no future that he can look forward to. And that's, I think it's critical. You're able to find that for yourself. You're able to identify that, which a lot of people don't. They, like you said, they just stay in the safe spot. And the fear of failure is one of the things that will stop people from taking leaps to move their lives forward. And then the other,
but those same people, sorry, Sam, but those same people will be the ones telling you when you want to take a risk.
right.
That's a bad idea. Don't do that.
Right.
That's a bad idea, because they don't have the balls to do it themselves.
Right. Exactly.
But they don't want to see you succeed.
Yeah. And it's so critical, because in today's world, it's everybody wants to do the safe thing, because it's, again, it feels comfortable. And especially as you get older, that friction feeling that happens when you step out of your comfort zone, it magnifies even more. When you're younger, you're able to go back and forth through different things. And as you get older, it gets harder internally, mentally, and emotionally, because we have all these different life events and all these self-beliefs, self-doubts, and everything just piles on top of themselves. And then, there was a second point on what you hit on. I can't remember if it comes to me, I'll bring it up. But yeah, I mean, bottom line, man, I think it's, you hit the nail right on the head, man. You're able to make that shift for yourself internally to be able to have that future to look forward to. And that's ultimately when anytime people are trying to make an adjustment, a change in their life, it has to go towards a future that makes them feel fulfilled, makes them want to do something. Because if you hate your job, you hate waking up, all these, you're going to find an escape route. And the instant gratification is drugs and alcohol.